What's up, everybody? I figure since it's pretty close to, well, it is morning. It's been morning for a long time, but it's getting pretty close to daybreak as I record this. So I figure I'd do a kind of a breakfast style MRE that they put in here. This is menu 17 pork sausage patty maple flavored. I think if I remember right, out of all 24 menus, there's only like 2 menus that are like a breakfast style MRE, which I think we need a lot more breakfast menus, but oh well. But yeah, this is actually kind of a light MRE. I don't feel like there's a whole lot going on in this one. Menu number 17. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it and see what's going on. I'm on the new stand. I guess we'll see how it holds up. It took me a minute to finagle with it to try to get the right angle that I wanted to do. It was kind of finicky, but being the first time that I've ever tried to use one of these things, I kind of didn't know much about what I was doing as far as setting it up. But I think we got a pretty good angle. I think we got about the same angle that I had when I was using my half-gallon Yeti jug. But this is the stand is more legit, so we'll just roll with that and see how it works. Alright, I got the main bag opened up, and I got our pile of contents here out of the AmeriQual MRE. It didn't feel like there's a lot going on, but you can kind of see there is still a lot of stuff in there, so hopefully this is a pretty good one. So here's our main. It's actually packaged really late in the year, 307th day of 2015. So that's pretty good. And then you got the sleeve for the FRH, kind of tells you the nutrition facts and stuff, and got the little bunch of handy knowledge on the other side. Got an accessory packet A in this one. Got matches, sugar, looks like, yeah, coffee, creamer, toilet paper, moist towelette, cinnamon gum. Pretty handy. Here is this is a very appropriate snack item, if you can see if it comes up. Maple muffin top, trans fat free. I think I did have that one time, and it was very good. Here we have some smoked almonds. That's a pretty good source of protein to start your day. There's some crackers, standard crackers. Trying to get this stuff laid out here. I have some cheese spread. I don't know what the cheese spread's going to come in handy with, but maybe I can put it on a cracker or something. Here's a great beverage powder, no fruit juice. That's pretty cool. Oh, and here's a new to me type of sauce that I haven't seen in an MRE yet. This is some table syrup. I can only imagine now how artificial that's going to taste. But I'm going to lay the table syrup with the pork sausage patty, because I think that's probably where that's going to wind up going. We got our MRE spoon. Got our flameless ration here, tried and true. And our hot beverage bag, which I use these to do the regular beverages with. What do I do with it? Okay, yeah, the carbohydrate electrolyte beverage. I do that. Do those in these bags because that's the only way. That's the only feasible way I know to use these. They don't do coffee very well. So we do have 2 items in this menu that needs to be heated up. I feel like, and of course your pork patty, and then I'm going to throw the muffin top in there and get it warmed up. I think that muffin top will be a lot better heated up. So let's go ahead and get our flameless ration heater going. Get our muffin top. We're going to try and stuff these 2 items in here the best we can. Get into our accessory packet and get our salt somewhere. There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. I was going to say I don't think there's an accessory packet that doesn't have salt in it. They all do. I think the only missing items that you might get is like coffee and sugar and creamer. Get some salt down in that FRH so we have plenty of power to heat these 2 items up. I'm going to try and finagle this thing down in there the best I can. Alright, got one thing in there. Trying to get the other thing in there. It's always a pain to try to get 2 items in these FRH bags. And I don't know why. I mean, other than the fact that the bags are way too small, but to get, to put 2 items in an MRE that needs to be heated up, I would think that, they would have given bigger FRH bags for these. And it's just such a ordeal getting this in there. There we go. Finally got it over top of that element bag to try to get it in between both items. Now it's just trying to get it down in there all the way. Somewhere it's getting snagged up on something. I'll just like shake it around and see if I can get whatever it's hung on. Okay, there we go. Now we're moving. I gotta be careful and not, snag on it too hard and rip a hole in the FRH bag. That definitely wouldn't be good. Oh boy. Well, I just ripped the whole side out of the FRH bag trying to work with this thing. I don't think that tear down the side is going to hurt nothing as long as I just roll it down past the rip down point. It should still be good. trying to get everything down to the very bottom of it, but it's not letting me do it very good. Alright, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get with that. It's definitely a fight to get that down in there. I'll try to move along here a little bit because I was thinking that wrestling with that was going to make an hour-long video, you know. Alright, get her opened up here. A hair more away. That's probably right on the money. Using the canteen kind of gives it a little tad bit more authentic experience with this. By the way, I got a few items ordered for the channel. I actually found a genuine U.S. military canteen and the cover and everything. So I got that ordered. It's on the way. Should be here around Tuesday. The only reason I ordered it really is because I just kind of felt like that canteen is just too small for this type of use. I feel like it should the real deal is the only way to go as far as these rations go. Got to kind of finesse down in there a little bit. So here's our assembled unit here. Now I'm just going to try and get that kind of shaking around a little bit. Try to get that heating element soaked up in water there best I can. I know when you put two things in there, a lot of times you don't get an as efficient reaction, but yeah, we'll try and get something going here. Alright, I'm just going to set that off to the back there and kind of let it do its thing. It'll go here in a minute. Now this electrolyte beverage powder, you can actually mix it up in the bag, which I'm going to do that. But after it's mixed up, I'm going to pour it into that other beverage bag to kind of... She's freaking bags. I'm trying to keep this area over here where I'm filming. I'm going to try to keep it as decluttered as possible to kind of give us some room to work here. Alright, got ourselves a bag full of electrolyte beverage base. Now I'm going to fold this down a couple times, give it a... Oops. What is going on with it now? There's always something got to be going wrong with something somewhere, seems like. Trying to fold this down, it's just going everywhere, making a mess. Probably about as good as we want to do with that, considering it's trying to make a mess everywhere. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and plop it down in our beverage bag here. I gotta get a paper towel. Hang on, I'll get back. I just made a mess everywhere. Jeez. Just continue to make messes, I guess. It's not going to be a... That's probably my fault. I probably put a little too much water in that. And what you really needed. But I don't know. I filled it up about half full, I thought. But I might have got a little over full. Called for like half a canteen cup, and that's right about 12 ounces. Probably had a little more what I spilled. So yeah, it called for 12 ounces in the bag, and I got 12 ounces pretty evenly. You can actually shake it around in this beverage bag a lot better than you can the pouch that it came in. It's not leaking nowhere in this beverage bag. We'll lay that back there. There's our beverage made up. We're gonna need the cheese spread. Man, my hands are already sticky from that beverage leaking out everywhere. You gotta like wipe everything off now because I just got it everywhere. Even on the package of the spoon. Got on our smoked almonds. Stuff's just everywhere. I don't know. I need the cheese spread. I don't know what the cheese spread's going to be going for. This must be going on a cracker. Like crackers and cheese. That's the only thing I can think of that's going to be usable for that. Let's go ahead and get our crackers opened up here and see if we get a... I think there was a tiny little hiss. I might have accidentally released it all before I got it on camera, but I tried. I don't know if it came across or not. See if we can get these crackers out of here in one piece. Usually that's easier said than done. I think we succeeded pretty good on that. That's a pretty good ordeal there. Now, after opening these pouches, I learned the best way to open them. It says to open them on this side, or that line that runs down the whole side. It actually has an arrow that points to this corner, and it says to open it up at that corner, but it does not open at that corner. I've tried and tried and tried, and when you do open at that corner, what it'll wind up doing is tearing down the whole side of the pouch. And I don't know if that's what their intent is, but I would imagine they want you to try and tear it off at this corner to leave a little corner so you can kind of control how much you put out. But I tell you, it don't open nowhere any easier than on this upper corner over here on the opposite side. It'll actually tear appropriately up there. That's where I'd open them up now. So if you have any trouble with that, that's going to be where it opens up. Just try giving it a tear at that opposite corner, and it'll usually open up the way you want it to. Put a little bit of cheese on this cracker here. I'm going to try to save some cheese for the other cracker. I still got about half the pouch left, I think. Move that off to one side there. Get our almonds opened up here. I actually like almonds pretty good, especially in chocolate. I did have these smoked almonds in another menu. I think it was out of a Case A menu, and they're actually really good. That's what they look like. They're actually really good when they're smoked, and that'll give you something to do while you're waiting for that to heat up, as well as your cheese and crackers. Table syrup, we'll have to wait until we get that done to get in our table syrup. Check on this FRH, see if it's doing anything. I think all of our water leaked out. Maybe. I'll turn it over. Okay, yeah. The bottom of the FRH is pretty hot. The upper part of it's not yet, so it's starting to do something now. Unfortunately, it's a slow reacting FRH. Hopefully, it takes off here in the next couple minutes. Got our cheese on our cracker here. Got kind of squigglied all over the place on it. It's pretty good. That muffin top would have been, I imagine the muffin top's going to be really good heated up, but we'll go ahead and give our drink a taste here. The drink is a very artificial grape flavor. It just tastes a lot like children's grape cough medicine or something. But it's not as intense as an artificial grape flavor, so it's not, it's not just straight up like medicine flavor. It actually tastes relatively good. Made another mess over here.
I tell you, I don't know what it is today, but I'm like the messy one today for some reason. Probably lost a quarter of my drink right there, just spilling out. I don't know. It must be the time of day.
Me just trying to do a ration review and making a mess every week. Now, while we're waiting on that FRH to finish up, I figured I'd give y'all a little weather report here at my house. Since it's January and it's decided to turn like Arctic cold on us all of a sudden. I don't know what it's doing and where you're at, but here at my house, when I got home from work a while ago, it was 1 degree. And my opinion is that's just downright ridiculously cold. Like, it does not need to be that cold. And then I look over, I got a little thermometer up on top of the fridge. It kind of tells you like the temperature outside, the temperature inside, the humidity, the high for the day, the low for the day, or whatever. And it says -3. But I don't know if it's that cold out there. It might be -3 by now. But I tell you what, it is downright ridiculously cold out there. And my opinion is it does not need to be that cold. I don't know what this weather's thinking, but I know it's winter time, but to me, wintertime doesn't need to get down to 1 degree or -3 degrees. I mean, the coldest it needs to get, and that's by far the coldest, is 32 degrees. That should be as cold as it gets. But I'm not a big fan of the winter weather like I used to be when I was younger. When I was in school, of course, this time of year, I wanted it to snow like 40 feet just so I get out of school for like a couple of weeks and don't have to go to school. But since I'm out of school, I've been out of school for 10 years now, I absolutely hate the winter time now. I hate driving in it, trying to go to work. You risk your your vehicle and sometimes your life driving on these icy roads trying to get to work, and you just gotta try and go every day and try to get through this winter, and it's ridiculous. I hate it anymore. I wish it would go like up north and stay up north and just kind of give us like 60-degree weather during the winter time, like Carolina winters or Florida winters or something like that. That's what we need here. I don't like the winter time much anymore. Not a fan. Try to set that. Check on this FRH. I think it's slowly but surely trying to do something. Yeah, it's trying to do something, but it's not doing it very fast. I apologize if this winds up being another ridiculously long video. Um, like I said, I'm working by the mercy of the FRH over there. It's showing its age a little bit too much right now. And I even put salt in the FRH, and it's still kind of being lazy today on us. So while I'm waiting, I guess I'll get another bite of cracker and cheese here. But now, MRE cheese spread has come a long way over the years. Like, you know, like back in the early days of U.S. military rations and MREs, cheese spread used to come in a can, and it usually never held up very long. I guess it had too much milk in it or whatever, which I think this does have milk in it too, I'm sure. Contains milk. Okay, there we go. So yeah. Well, actually it says contains milk ingredients not in regular cheese. That's very interesting. It's hard to tell what kind of process that is to make that. I mean, I know it's a highly processed cheese. It's kind of like easy cheese, but my gosh. I mean, it does have a mile-long list of ingredients. But overall, it's a very good cheese spread. Like, it just tastes like your easy cheese. I'm sure nobody can complain about eating some easy cheese. Everybody likes easy cheese. Whoops. Well, there's one cracker down. Go ahead and make up another one here with the rest of our cheese. I swear, everything just seems to be wanting to fall down today. Trying to get all the cheese out of there I can. It's sometimes it's kind of hard to get it all out. I didn't make the hole big enough this time. Like I usually make it way too big, but this time I didn't make it big enough, so it's kind of being stubborn, trying to get it all out. think that's about all you're going to get out of that. Check on our FRH again, see if they've got any more action out of it. Possibly. I don't know. It's warm, but it's not. You know, it's not hot as it should be. It's kind of warm. I think I'm gonna have to give up on it. Say I tried, but the FRH just didn't want to do anything. Might try taking that muffin top out of there. Maybe the muffin top's occupying a lot of the power. It tried to get warm, but it didn't do too good. Took the muffin top out. Now we'll see what happens with it. Maybe just none of the water could get to the heating element. Stick it back down in there. I don't want to give up on it too much because I'd like to have this pork sausage patty heated up rather well. So we'll took the pork sausage patty out, get that heating element fully soaked with water, and we'll give it the absolute best chance of getting hot again. I believe I already feel it getting a lot hotter than it was, a lot faster. So, yeah, I guess you could say trying to heat two things up kind of turned into a fail on that one. But we tried. I mean, that muffin top would have been awesome heated up. But I don't think these FRHs are fresh enough to do that. Yeah, we'll give the muffin top a taste here, and here's what it looks like. It's very, very glistening, kind of firm, dense, but it's wafting with maple flavor right about now, and it's pretty crazy how good it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a very breakfasty type dish. Hands down, probably one of the best breakfast MREs out of all 24 menus, I think. The only item that doesn't make as much sense out of the whole ration, to me, would be the smoked almonds. They're good, but I don't think the smoked almonds would have been the right thing for this menu. I think they should have put like a beef snack stick or something in there. The beef snack stick would have been in my opinion, a better item than that the smoked almonds. The smoked almonds just are the one thing that doesn't make as much sense about the whole ration. But yeah, other than that, everything in here turns out super good. Like I said, trying to give that FRH another chance over there by removing the muffin top, so the water will get to the heating element, the heating pad, a little bit better. We might get more of a reaction out of it. I don't know. It's not puffing up like it should. These things, these FRHs, they usually puff up. It's definitely getting a lot hotter. Usually by now these things will puff up, and you'll start seeing the smoke roll out of them as the chemical reaction takes its full effect. And this one here is just not puffing up that much. It's just barely getting hot. Pretty sure I got the water all the way on that heat on it by now, but I don't know. These are only supposed to take about 10 to 15 minutes to heat your food up, and it's not doing too good. Not doing too good yet, anyway. Shake it around. Okay, now the bottom's starting to get quite hot, so maybe it'll take off now. I don't know. I'm trying not to make it too awful long, but like I said, the FRH isn't helping very much. I do got some water left in this canteen. I might drink some water while I'm waiting on FRH, so I don't drink all my beverage base. I want to save the beverage base for when I go to consume the rest of the meal. I can't. Normally I would do the coffee, but where I'm going to be bedding down here probably about as quick as I get this meal eat, I'm not going to want to drink that coffee and then try to go to sleep. I won't sleep. But I have done the coffee review before, and it's always the same coffee. So there's not much point in, trying to ruin my sleep with the coffee. Man, that maple muffin top is so good. It actually almost tastes exactly like eating French toast. That's how mapley it is. Here's a cross section of it where I've been taking a couple bites. And it is, yeah, it's about exactly like eating French toast. Which might have been their goal with this. I don't know, but it tastes like French toast, and it's really good. Like if you can get your hands on this menu for breakfast in the military, this would have been one of the breakfast menus to have. That's for sure. The syrup, I'm not sure. Like, depending on what that pork sausage patty, it's got maple flavoring already in it. I might not even use this table syrup if it tastes just perfect without it. Maybe the table syrup is supposed to go with the muffin top. I don't know, but the muffin top, I feel like if you put the table syrup on the muffin top, it'd be way too sweet, and take a chance on ruining it by making it way too rich and sweet. We'll give the sausage patty a try here in a minute as soon as that FRH does all it's going to do. I'm trying to give it some time to see if it's going to react. Oh yeah, she's going now. I don't know if you can see or not, but I seen some smoke rolling out the side there. Yeah, you can kind of see where I'm squishing the background. I'm letting I'm pushing some smoke out. So yeah, that FRH is taking off now. That the maple patty I threw, or the maple muffin top, I threw it in there. It was doing absolutely nothing but holding that FRH back. I should have just not put it in there. I wanted so much for that muffin top to be nice and hot, because that would have made it probably 2 times better than what it is, I think, if it was hot. But maybe what I'll do, if I get another menu that I have 2 items like I have to heat up, instead of putting it in the FRH, maybe I'll put it in the cardboard sleeve under the FRH, so when it gets hot, maybe the heat off of the FRH will transfer to the second item without compromising the main item that you're trying to heat up. We'll try it that way next time around and see if that does any better. The high temperature for today, I was listening to the radio coming home from work this morning, and it said the high temperature for today was only supposed to be like 12 or 13 degrees. And I'm like, that's just freaking ridiculous. Like, I know I had my little rant about how much I hate the winter and the cold and everything like that, but literally just yesterday it was like 48 degrees, and in a matter of 24 hours it went from 48 to -3. I mean, what's wrong with this weather system? I have no idea. But oh yeah, it didn't puff up, but you might be able to see across the camera if you look hard enough. You will see some smoke rolling out. She's cooking. Woo. That's actually too hot to handle for very long. Here's a funny one for you. I kind of thought of this on my way home from work because the weather's been so cold. I kind of thought, you know what? It is so cold. I think there's some ice shivering somewhere. Don't know if that'd be very funny or not, but I kind of thought of that, and it kind of give a good idea of how cold it actually is out there. It's so cold that ice is shivering. Pretty funny. Pretty funny, I think, but I don't know. Alright, I'm going to get this maple pork patty out of here. I think I gave it about all I was going to do. That FRH is so hot still, but right off to the side. Crack this thing open. Well, it was. Okay. inside the pouch we have a slab of pork like that. I don't know what this is going to taste like by itself, but we're going to give it a try. See if it's any count. Here it is out of the pouch. I cut off a little piece with the spoon. It don't look too bad. Let's give it a try and see if it's pretty good or not. That's pretty good. It don't need the table syrup at all. It's perfect. It's like, I don't know if you can see a cross section or not. There's a little cross section of it, but it just kind of looks like a very highly processed ground pork patty. It's pretty good, but don't need no salt or anything. I bet there's about probably a 5-gallon bucket worth of salt in that, if I could if I could guess. But alrighty guys, that's going to do it on this one. Tasted everything minus the coffee and the gum, but the gum is cinnamon flavored, so it just tastes like kind of like big red chewing gum pretty much. But yeah, I didn't even need the table syrup, but I'll save the table syrup, and it might come in handy one of these days on something else. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next ration review. Later.